Hello art friends, welcome back. It is Lady Draws a Lot. I am an illustrator and a comic book artist, and I am here today with the June, yes June, I'm a bit late on this, I know, Artsnacks to unbox, use, and review. I know I'm coming back again after
Today, Junior?
a short stint of not posting, so I'm not really gonna get into it. If you're curious, I will leave something in the description box. Other than that, I'm just gonna move along and just get right into the unboxing side of things. So here we go. If you've never joined me before, one, thanks for clicking on this video. I do appreciate it. And two, what I do here is I get these art subscription boxes. I get one from Artsnacks and one from Sketchbox, and I like to blindly go into them, see what's inside of them, use what's inside to create some art with, and then let you know what I thought was great and I would buy it again, and what is kind of so-so, I'm not sure, and then of course the items that just pissed me off to use. Though I am a professional working artist, I am in no way an expert on all the art supplies that exist in the world, because there's a lot. Yeah, so I'm not an expert in all these supplies that come in, and every now and then I'll get something that I'm really unfamiliar with, and I may use it improperly and give it a bad review when it's not deserving of one. I just need to learn what's up. So feel free to berate me in the comment. Nah, don't berate me. Don't berate me. Please. Gently let me know in the comments if I'm using something improperly and would have had a better experience should I have done A, B, and C. I say, let's get into this box. Let's see what's inside, make some art with whatever happens to be in here, and then I'll let you know. Was this a good product? Would you buy it again? Lady, would you? Huh? You'll have to wait and see, find out. Without further ado, my friends, let's get creative! Alright, so here are the products that are in the box. Let's start with the Daniel Smith Extra Fine Watercolor Stick. This is apparently the equivalent of 3 full pans of paint in one stick. You can either use it with a wet brush, like dab the wet brush onto the stick and then paint with it, or you can draw with this. So that should be fun. Next up, we have the Princeton Lauren Series Golden Synthetic Brush Round Size 2. So it's a synthetic fibers round tip. Good for watercolor, it says. Then we have the Unipen Fine Line Brush Pen. So it says that the tip on this is similar to the brushes found on eyeliners. This reminds me so much of the Kuretake brush pen that I just absolutely fell in love with. I think it's my favorite product that has come in a box ever. This one here, this Kuretake, and see how similar that tip is. I think this one did say it's the same tip as some of the eyeliners. Don't quote me on that, but it was either similar to or they do use those. So I was really happy with how this performed. So if this uni is anything like that, I'll be super excited. And then we've got the 2 Faber-Castell Polychromo colored pencils. All right, and that's what we have today. So based on what we have here, I'll probably be using a watercolor paper, probably, but something that has a very smooth finish on it, because I'd really like to get some detail in with this brush. So, all right, well, let's get to work. Okay, so here is where I landed with the sketch of the lady. I ended up using the Fluid 100 watercolor paper that Sketchbox provided. This is 100% cotton, hot press 4x7 in size. And it's quite smooth and bound on both sides. So just to let you know what I was working with there. All right, so let's take a look and talk about what was in this Artsnacks box this month. Okay, let's start with the Daniel Smith Extra Fine Watercolor stick. So this is a really high pigment art stick, watercolor stick, I guess I should say. I feel like this is gonna last a really long time. It says that it's equivalent to 3 full pans of paint. I believe it entirely. You can use it like a crayon, sort of. If you're using a really heavily textured paper, kind of leaves behind that sort of texture of like a pastel almost, and then also you have your kind of watercolor wash if you go over it with water, and then you still have that texture underneath. So that's pretty cool. And then the punch of color that this gives is just amazing. So I think this is a really cool product. If you have a set of these, wow, you could do a lot of paintings before you ever have to buy another one. Okay, so this retails for $15.01 for one stick. So I think, given how far this is gonna go, that's a fair price. If you can get a set of them, check Dick Blick, see what their pricing is, but definitely a worthwhile product if you're a watercolor artist who maybe also likes a little texture on your work every now and then. Just check this out. This is a really nice product. All right, then we've got the Princeton Lauren Series Golden Synthetic Brush, round size 2. So no complaints with this brush. It performed well. The point stayed pointy, and no issues with it whatsoever. It was fine to hold. and painted well, so no issues. This retails for $6.35 according to Artsnacks. I think that's a fair price. It's a good brush, and it seems like it'll hold up just fine. I kind of scrubbed with it quite a fair bit, and that tip stayed pointy, so this looks like a quality brush. So I look forward to continuing to use it. All right, now we've got the UniPen Fine Line Brush Pen. This is a nice pen. It did in fact remind me a lot of the Kuretake, like I had mentioned before, and using it was similar. I really like this pen. I do think the Kuretake does outperform this in ink laydown, because there were times where if you don't go really slow, you can get some of that dry brush kind of look, and so you gotta watch out for that. Otherwise, it's a very nice pen. This says it's $3.85. It's absolutely worth that price and worth trying if you like inking and if you have some fine detail to create. I think that will help you get there. Just beware, I'd say, of the dry brush effect it can have if you're moving too quickly, or if you're using a paper that has that's not entirely smooth. So just watch for that. Okay, then we've got the Faber-Castell Polychromos colored pencils. Polychromos, that sounds familiar. I feel like I've gotten those recently in something else. Anyway, these two colors were a fun addition to the blue here. It's kind of a nice little pop of color. These performed well, good colored pencils. Artsnacks says these are $3.35, I'm guessing each. So I think that's fine. Again, I'm gonna say go for a set and check Dick Blick and see what they have. Of course, if you're doing something specific, you want one specific color and you gotta go for just one pencil, that's no problem. $3.35 is not bad. All right, folks, I think that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you can, reach down, give this video a like, it helps me out, and subscribe, of course, so you won't miss any of this creativity going on here. All right, hope you have a great day, guys. See you next time. Bye.